whole nation. Wendy Williams rocking your afternoon.
Yes, everybody. So the telephone lines apparently still work. Do I have that correct, Goose and Art? All right, so 866-GET-WENDY. You still dial the regular number, everybody, and we're still in the throes of passion for Advice Hour. Listen, yesterday, as I was leaving, I started a sex survey that I told you I was going to complete today during Advice Hour. You know, on the Tyra Banks show today, she's talking about sex. She's talking about actually trisexuals. Well, one thing that you need to know about Tyra, in case you didn't, is that, she is, well, in true model fashion, half how you do it, sir. All wrong. Oh, please. As if I'm shocking you. As if I'm shocking you. All right, well, listen. Jane Magazine did a survey about sex across the country, women of all colors and backgrounds. They interviewed about 4,000 women, and they published the report in the new issue of Jane Magazine. And one thing that was found is that women think about sex almost as much as men. 54% of women say that they want it every day, and 15% can't get it that often. Oh, did I mention these were 20-somethings? Okay. Yeah. The vast majority of the participants, they say, are single women between 20 and 29 years old. Well, this is Jane Magazine. It's that demographic. 2% of the women surveyed said that they were virgins. 2%. And it also showed that 51% of these women like quiet sex. They don't want all the screaming and hoopla and whatnot. And when they hear music, they like it to be something, nice and jazzy like Norah Jones. Yeah, well, 1 in 5 said that they would have sex for money. And 1 in 5 women between 20 and 29. So how many of them interns are in there, Art?
You got 2.
Shaylin and Asia's here.
Mm-hmm. And there are 3 other ones where in the other room?
Yeah. Shakira's here too.
There's a hole in the house. There's a hole in the house. And 36% admit to cheating on their partners. 28% of these women said that they've had a threesome. And the stats also show that 34% of the women tell their friends all about the good stuff dealing with sex. Isn't that just like a less mature woman? So you gotta learn to keep your mouth shut. But that's okay. I can't believe that's very high. 34% of you all between 20 and 29 out of this survey talk like that to your friends. And listen to this, it gets worse. 8% of you all give the play-by-play details to your friends. And you wonder why your man is now boinking your best friend. And by the way, I still subscribe to those who talk about it all the time aren't getting it anyway. And if it was really that good, you wouldn't be talking about it. If it was really that good and you really cared, that is. I mean, I remember it being that good and not caring, back in, you're a kid.
Wendy, I'm going to be here for a minute because Art is passed out in the office.
Passed out from what? I can't see. Shh. What? He's sleeping?
Nah, there's a lot of Grey Goose pop, man.
What's going on?
He's drinking like a fish?
Yep.
A lot of Grey Goose jumping off.
Hey, Art's been... This is the 3rd day in a row Art had drinks. Maybe he has a problem.
I just didn't want to say nothing for a minute.
Do you think Art has a problem?
Saturday that he's very happy.
You think he's on the verge of having a problem?
On the verge, yeah. I saw this with somebody else. I ain't going to say no names. Years ago.
Do I know the person?
Yeah, you know him very well. I ain't going to say no names, though.
Wow.
I know signs when I see him.
Well, you didn't recognize I was getting high back when I was.
That's because I was too young and inexperienced to
Well, you don't know
it.
signs because I was real obvious. You kidding me?
I was
Drippy
naive
nose,
then.
sweaty forehead.
I was young and naive then. I got
Same
more
clothes
wisdom now.
from the day before.
I was young and naive. I got more wisdom now.
Hard, burnt up fingertips from the lighter. You know what I'm saying? Crack belly.
So I was the perfect intern because I didn't see none of it.
Stupid. I don't trust you. Hey, Goose, let me talk to a man of maturity.
No, believe me.
Goose.
Yes, hon.
Does Art need an intervention?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, see, sit down.
It's just Friday.
Exactly.
Every day is like Friday with him.
Exactly. But what's the excuse for yesterday and Wednesday?
That's not a sign.
Oh, I know. He's celebrating because I'm going to live. So
there you go.
he's still celebrating. Dear Wendy, congratulations on your great medical results. I'm writing for advice because I have an uncomfortable situation. I'm 29 years old and I have a 2-year-old son with my ex-husband. I left him when my son was only 1 month old because he was sleeping with with his ex and everybody else. I hated the mistress at the time, Wendy, for pursuing him, ruining our marriage, and making me a single struggling mother. I didn't sign up for that. He obviously was the one to blame, Wendy. But of course, I'm going to hate on the mistress because that's what some women do. Well, we've been separated/divorced for 2 years now, Wendy. His family blamed him and continued to be close with me. Well, one day I found out that they were all over the mistress's house having dinner. Betrayed again, Wendy. I hate being the victim, and I wanted to be mature for my son, and I didn't want to let the situation hurt me again. So I called the mistress, and I told her that it's gone on long enough and that I would like to make amends. And she would be my son's stepmother one day if they ever got married, and if she were to have children with my ex, then they would be siblings. Well, she invited us over, and we talked all night. She met my son for the first time, and I felt free, Wendy, free, finally, because I would never be hurt again by the mention of her name. I would never be betrayed again because she was now in my life too. My ex-husband is still a cheater and cheated on her with me quite a few times in the past during revenge sex. After I met her, I didn't want any part of the triangle anymore, so I haven't been having sex with my ex. And I recently saw that he had a personals ad on Match.com. Well, I cut the ad out and sent it to the mistress. Well, Wendy, she's still with him, and she just asked him to take the ad off Match.com. My question to you, Wendy, is, do you think it's possible to be civil with the mistress? That's one question. The second question is, would you? Yes, I do think it's possible, and I don't know that I could. I can give you several examples where civility with the mistress paid off. Ivana Trump was introduced to Marla Maples, that tramp, by Kathy Lee Gifford. And Ivana Trump ended up divorcing Donald. He had a baby with Marla Maples. He's no longer with Marla Maples. I mean, you know what? Yes, I think it's possible because I've seen it done. Brenda Ritchie, too. Brenda fought Diane, then they ended up being friends. So, yes, I think it's possible. Would you? Let's not even think that far down the road. I told you I love hard. I hate harder. I'm not as mature sometimes as the answers I give.
Wendy, man.
I got slayed so well. Made me do things I don't even do to my husband.
Oh, my God!
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Everybody, this is your man, Steve Harvey.
I'm Jackie Reed.
Nephew Tommy. Want you to join us every day, Monday through Friday, baby, for the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Everybody, man, out there, have yourself a great weekend. Do you hear me? Be safe out there. Be careful. And also, please get your clock set back, because come Monday morning, nothing is more devastating than showing up to your job an hour early. Oh God. That's a suicide moment.
It is.
Tommy, can you imagine getting here now?
Oh, I would have a fit.
Happy Halloween also, everybody. Protect your children. Be careful.
We wearing costumes on Monday?
Jackie, no.
Come suited and booted.
I'm coming as a player. Thank you.
It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Weekday mornings starting at 6 on 107.5 WBLS.